Hello, hello, and welcome back for 45 one-minute episodes of Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM, The Long War. Why 45 one-minute long episodes, you ask? Well, because apparently at some point while no one was paying attention, Reid went and got herself inundated with the blood of a large mimic, and she now possesses full-on Edge of Tomorrow-style time-warping abilities. Seriously, Reid can't be killed any longer. I mean, I don't even think she can be injured, actually. Red Brown is immortal, but Tara Reid is, she's immune to all physical harm of any kind. On our last mission, I did everything but dress her in Lady Gaga's meat suit and throw her into a pit filled with man-eating cows and crocodiles, and she just strolled out of there like it was the red carpet at the premiere of Sharknado 2, the second one. It was, unbelievable. And by that, of course, I mean it's unbelievable that Sharknado 2 had a premiere, because it didn't, but I digress. I still have to assume that Tara Reid is unkillable. I mean, when she suffers any sort of damage at all, she's simply going to reset the day, wake up on the floor in the barracks in a puddle of her own vomit, and then just try the day again until she somehow survives until the end of it. It's pretty impressive to watch her work, really. She should have been killed at least twice on her last mission and avoided it both times. I have to assume at this point that she's going to be the next Angel of Verdun. So, really, there's nothing for us to do but just get started so we can watch her work, I guess. We do have one quick maintenance item sort of on our list. We did pick up a new trooper last mission, and of course that trooper started out as a corporal, so we need to get him leveled up, named, and trained and such. So let's take a look here. Anish Cash Banerjee. Little appearance change there for Banerjee. Can't help but notice that with his new togs, looks remarkably like Scottish superstar Sean Connery. Oh, that's right, Moneypenny. I'm Sean Connery. Why don't you take off those panties and climb into bed with me? And really, for Sean Connery, I honestly feel there's no better nickname than 007. So it's going to be Sean 007 Connery here, ready to bring swords to the ladies. Yeah, that's right. Try swords. Saber! It began with a bloody S. But anyway, Sean Connery, that's our man right there. Savior of humanity. I mean, shit, he stopped Goldfinger. If he can thwart that, he can certainly thwart a few punk-ass aliens. Anyway, speaking of which, how come Sean Connery wasn't in Cowboys vs. Aliens? I mean, they got Harrison Ford and Daniel Craig and basically every other badass ever. They already had one Bond to boot, Daniel Craig. I mean, they couldn't have gotten Sean Connery for the Harrison Ford role. He couldn't have been the old guy. It would have been Bond vs. Aliens, which frankly would have been a better movie. Alright, so let's level up old Connery here. Now, I can't help but notice, based on his foot speed, that Sean Connery is never going to make a fantastic assault trooper, which is somewhat unfortunate because we kind of wanted him to be an assault trooper. And given his low willpower, he's not necessarily going to be a great infantry trooper either, but, well, let's face it, willpower isn't exactly Sean Connery's strong suit. He does have a soft spot for the ladies, booze, smokes. Basically, any vice a human might choose to participate in, Sean Connery has done so. So, I guess the 23 will is sort of appropriate. That being said, let's spec him up. So we're going to give him light him up. I'm going to make him into an infantry character. Executioner is and Steadfast are just, they're both trash. We're going to give him covering fire. And probably opportunist. Yep, and no probably about it. We're actually just going to straight up give him these things. So that's got old Sean Connery locked, ready to roll. Oh, that's right, Miss Moneypenny. I'm ready. Alright, so that's sorted then. Let's get to scanning. See if we can find a mission for Tara Reid to prove just how indestructible she is. I'm still flabbergasted by that outcome, actually. I was deliberately trying to get Tara Reid killed, and it didn't work. I had her stand right underneath a floater and let him shoot at her. It didn't hit. She was hanging on to its legs, except they don't have legs, but she would have been hanging on to its legs. Size screen available for manufacturer. Ooh, advanced servo motors project. I think that's the little deal that Salt guys and Mexican wear that makes them faster. Counterfire pod. Alright, so some of these are interesting. Also, that gives a Shiv reactive targeting. That's actually quite good. Advanced servo motors, we definitely want to complete that project. Of course, we can't definitely start it right now since we're like 400 credits in the hole thanks to some shit biscuit Exalt guys. Size screen. Interesting. Tactical sensors. Will assist our mechs during heavy combat. Doesn't really say what it does. Alright then. So let's interrogate ourselves a heavy floater, just because it's been a while since Dr. Valen has got to exercise her demons, as they were, or exercise her fingers with her sexual proclivities. It's going to be an interesting time in the barracks, and I don't feel, I feel very sorry for the cleanup crew that has to mop that shit up. That's, it's going to be a mess in that, well, also not just in the containment facility, but in Dr. Valen's office, too. It's going to be lady jizz everywhere. But we got in. That's what pays Dr. V to keep her on staff. I mean, that was part of her contract. She just demanded access to alien snuff in order to work for us, and we kind of need her. So I mean, I made the deal. I'll stick with it. Dr. V gets to interrogate stuff. It's just the way it works. So we've got that started. Let's get back to mission control then and start scanning. I'm guessing we're going to have probably a covert operation as our next mission, maybe. Aliens have been in a very low activity cycle. They haven't been sending a lot of anything our way, really. Oh. Alright, soldier. What would Cypher Rage say about that? Jaden Smith, failure is simply not an option for you. Failure does not exist in your vocabulary, Jaden. You do not know the meaning of the word failure. Possibly literally you don't know the meaning of the word failure. But get your ass back in there and do it again. You will keep trying. That's what After Earth has taught me. It's that Cypher Rage's son doesn't give up. No matter how many times he fails, runs around, panics like an idiot, and does everything but stab himself in the neck and die, he just keeps trying. Now, these are two things that go together. If this was a Bill Cosby's Picture Pages episode, these would be the two items that you circled. This would not be the thing that does not belong. Shia LaBeouf and failure. I mean, shit, that goes together like peanut butter and jelly. That being said, McBeef, you're getting your ass back in there to try again, too. We need someone who has Inspire, and it's going to be you. So, drop that human leg, and just stop gnawing on it. Damn it, put it down. I said, put it down. Now, get in that sire bay and get yourself an ability. Actually, honestly, we shouldn't be retrying with Shia LaBeouf. We should probably have him going out for some EXP, but Lindsay Lohan succeeded. No surprise there. Lindsay Lohan has been a remarkable success in everything she's done, except for avoiding drugs and alcohol. The one thing she can't seem to succeed at. That being said, glad to see Lindsay also available for action, and with Panic now. That's, ooh, it upped her will, too. So Lindsay Lohan, seriously, who'd have thought at the start of this whole mess when we brought little Lohan out and she was all fresh, rosy-cheeked young lass, freshly coming out of her starring role in A Parent Trap, just a pink-cheeked Hollywood cherub. Who'd have thought that eventually she would become the most ass-kicking, monstrous, devastating human ever to walk the planet, with the possible exception of Taylor Swift. It's been quite a crazy ride for old Lindsay, and I dare say the ride not yet over. Back to scanning, then. Dr. V is going to have our interrogation report. There we go. Plasma weaponry research credit earned. That's actually useful. That's all we got. I mean, other than Dr. Valen's complete and total sexual satisfaction. I mean, we guarded that as well, but apart from that, all we got was... That's unfortunate. But I think we'll start doing advanced plasma weapons, because I really, really, really want a plasma shotgun. Real bad. I really, really do. So let's get that started. And then it's back to scanning, so Optimus Prime can shake his finger at us and tell us we did a bad job. Oh man, that's really useful. A new recruit, a tactical. Again, we could get another assault guy out of this. Also 2 scientists. We have nothing that we can do with that Muton captive. He's only worth 10 credits. Yeah, we're totally taking that trade. Alright then, so that one actually worked out pretty good. New, fresh face down in the barracks. Who will it be? No one knows. Literally, no one, not even me. I haven't even looked at them yet to see who they look like, so I can't tell you who they're going to be.
Excellent work, Commander. This council is pleased to see our continued support of this project.
I don't believe anything you say at this point, Optimus Prime. You're a fucking liar. I can't trust you. You touch people inappropriately. Our sexual harassment lawsuit. Actually, that's what that minus $359 was from, Optimus Prime. You know that, right? It's all the sexual harassment suits that have been filed against you and Dr. Valen for your inappropriate touching and her forcing unwilling engineers to clean her lady juice out of the interrogation chamber. Yeah, that's why we lost that money. It wasn't Exalt like hacking or anything. They just hired a good attorney. He sued us, guys. You gotta knock that shit off. We didn't well, arguably mismanaging resources is true, because I put Optimus Prime and Dr. Valen in charge of other human beings, and that's a critical oversight. I mean, it's no wonder their Exalt's attorney was able to find criminal neglect and fine us appropriately. But that's how they hacked it. There wasn't any kind of secret covert operation or anything. They didn't like raid our base and steal cash. It was just lawsuits. So, Exalt, not great on the field, but fantastic in a courtroom. Alright, so... Well, that's unpleasant. Can we shoot this down? We do have supercapacitors now, so it's not entirely out of the question. Alright, I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna send up Eggs. Eggs has our most kills, but I'm gonna send Brick and then Carrot. We have time for 2 intercepts. I want to see what they can do with the supercapacitors. It's not out of the question that with a lucky critical or 2, they might be able to get this shit done.
Bangs out.
See how they do.
Closing on target.
Oh, it's not starting off well. I don't know, man. Brick is stacking into damage. He's piling it on. Look at him go. You go, Brick. Alright, Brick has got to bail. Still, Brick he fucking laced that guy. He just laced into him. Quite a beating that Brick delivered. Let's see if Eggs has got the soup to finish it off. Can you finish it off, Eggs? Do you have the chops? Do you have the will, man? The sheer will to get this done? Or are you going to punk out and just get crashed? That ain't looking good so far. So still nothing that we can do on these large UFOs. We just, you know what? I know this is risking putting everybody down, but the moment this guy takes damage, we will back off, because this will leave us with no interceptors. Oh, nope, shit, no joy. It landed.
Lost. Contact detected.
So we have another large UFO mission. Oh, goody. And I just sent some of our most critical troopers off for psychic training. That's fucking delightful. Alright then, well, let's see what kind of crew we can build for this debacle. Yeah, I'm aware that Chris the Brown, the Surgeon Brown there is available. I don't really want him. I'd like Justin Bieber, but I know that Bieber is, I think, hurt. Well, All Day Lohan is definitely going on this mission. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to need the Lohan. So we're going to make items available. Lindsay is going to get, of course, some Aegis armor. She will be carrying the Slim Shady Memorial Slug Slinger into battle. Never forget the noble sacrifice of poor Eminem. He gave his all so that others might live. His all just wasn't enough to keep himself alive. We are going to need some manner of leader. I'm thinking maybe Hugh Real Steel Jackman. Corporal Alex Trips Alexander. Yeah, okay, must be our new guy. I'm thinking this might have to be Real Steel. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We'll do everything else, and then we will do... you know what? Screw it. If I have to, I will go without an officer, if I have to. We're going top of the line here. We're not gonna screw around on this one. So we're going to go with Paris Hilton. Paris is going to be toting some Aegis armor. Paris is going to go with our mobility gunner build, since she's got pretty good foot speed. So it's going to be the Pulse Auto Blaster. And she's going to get a scope and a laser sight to go along with that. Paris is going to be our mobility gunner. We're going with our double gunner build. Last time we did this, it worked out actually pretty damn well. Now, Megan Fox is who we would like to take along in this, but Megan Fox is in the hospital. So there will be no Megan Fox. Should I really take all these high-ranked troopers? I mean... Well, we did shoot it down, so it's flat out landed. Okay, never mind. I was thinking for some reason I thought we had shot it down, because I'm a dumb man, but I digress. So, a Gauss machine gun, Aegis armor, and it's going to be, of course, a scope and an alloy bipod then for Joss the Whedonizer. Now, we're going to need a scout and an assault trooper, and I would like good ones on both. Jonathan Key Kwan is going to be our assault trooper du jour. And for Jonathan Key Kwan, it's going to be Mad Titan Armor. Gonna put on a little alloy cannon there. Breaching ammo, of course, in case of Muton Berserker, bring breaching ammo. And I am going to bring an arc thrower, because if we encounter any ethereals, I want at least a chance of intercepting them. We're going to bring a chem grenades as well, so... Fuck it. Tara Reid can't be slain by mortal weapons, so I'm bringing her. Tara Reid cannot be killed, and since she cannot be killed, I'm going to put it to the test. Let's see if she's got the same chops as Emily Blunt. Is she as good? Can she be the Angel of Verdun? The answer to that question is no. She's nowhere near as talented as Emily Blunt, nowhere near as attractive, and let's face it, not even close to as sober. So, gonna be a chem grenade, actually, and an arc thrower for Tara Reid. I hate you so much, Tara Reid. Hate you. And on this mission, I can't afford to lose a trooper, so it's not like I can just toss you into a wood chipper either. So it's either Rat or Chris Brown. Well, if those are our options, it's definitely going to be Chris the Surgeon Brown. And for the Surgeon, he's going to be toting some Aegis armor. We're probably going to tool him up, actually, with a Gauss rifle, since he's got a pretty reasonable aim, does Mr. Brown. And then we need AoE damage, so it's going to be an Engineer. Not Kim Kardashian one, because she's tired, too. Do I want to do that, or would I prefer to go with 2 mech troopers? Should I sack one of our gunners, take an engineer, and then go with double mech troopers instead? I'm actually pretty tempted to do that. I really like 2 mech troopers. It's worked out nicely for us in the past. You know what? We got it done with 1 mech trooper last time. We can get it done with 1 mech trooper again. So we're going to take an engineer. Can't take Kim K. Is Jesse? Ah, the tool pusher. Yes, yes. Thank you. We will take the tool pusher. And for Jesse James, then, it's going to be Aegis Armor, a Gauss Carbine, of course, to help Jesse's ailing foot speed, a slew of grenades for maximum damage. And for our final unit, there's no doubt here we're going with the Shogun. That's going to be Justin Alpha Dog Timberlake. And for Timby's loadout, it's going to be the Mech 2 Defender. It'll be, of course, taking a railgun. Proximity mines, or... You know what? We're going to go with a proximity mine and a flamethrower this time. And, of course, the alloy belt and the weapon gyros. I think the proximity mine will be quite useful on the UFO. It'll let us block off some of the areas, keep the aliens from flanking us. Possibly we could even draw them out into the open through that grenade. So there's our team, folks. Let's see if the... And you know what? I say the Angel of Verdun. I gotta say, the Titan armor here looks remarkably similar to the armor that Emily Blunt wore in that film. So maybe it's doubly appropriate. Of course, Tara Reid doesn't have a giant sword to wield. She's just, you know, got her alloy cannon. But we'll have to do, I guess. Nice to see Eggs is back in service. That's because Eggs didn't actually come into contact with the enemy and just had to refuel. A little disappointed in you, Eggs. Now, on the plus side, we did do quite a bit of damage to this ship, so we should have at least a chance of a lower level of alien resistance. I believe the amount of damage you do does decrease the number of enemy units that are on the ships. Normally, these things just land and we gotta just straight up raid them cold, but this time we've got a chance. So off we go. Possibly there won't be 50 aliens on this ship, maybe just like 35 or 40. Alright, so we've got our typical landing zone, and we are going to approach this then in our sort of typical fashion.
Approach with extreme caution.
Now we do have battle scanners, right? Yes, okay. So, Chris Brown,
Solid copy.
please deploy a battle scanner, sir. Up into, let's say, that region. And at this point, we have actually a pretty reasonable idea of where these enemy pods are going to start. We have no pods up there? Nothing. Alright then. So we're going to have some guys sort of in the, what I like to refer to as the rectum of the ship, which is actually probably like the engine room or something. It's the room with the big butthole looking shaped entry in it that,
Okay.
well, I guess if it's butthole shaped, it probably would more appropriately be designated an exit. But clearly it's designed for the intaking and disgorging of captured humans.
On my way.
Maybe Richard Gere built the ship. I'm not sure. That was a low blow too. It's pretty despicable of me. Even I feel bad about that one, Richard. I'm sorry, buddy. Then again, I didn't shove rodents up my anus, so I guess.
Moving out.
All right, Paris Hilton's off. Gonna start moving her, and we're gonna come at this a little more aggressively than I normally do. Like I said, at this point, I have a pretty reasonable feel for where these enemy units. They're all their spawn positions, so I'm pretty comfortable coming at this a little more aggressively. If that battle scanner didn't reveal a pod, that means the pod is going to be either further down or there won't be anything at all, and we can just go up that side of that ship and into the butthole room, or engine room if you prefer. Personally, I'm sticking with butthole room.
Solid copy.
Gonna have the low in here, and she's gonna be on Overwatch. Let's see what we got. All right, so there probably is a pod then just outside of our battle scanner range, based on where the camera went to. Mechtoids. We hear mechtoids. And we've got mutons on the ground as well. Yes, there's a meld canister there, which we will not be making any kind of effort at all to obtain, so... I appreciate you tipping us off to its existence there, Chris Brown, but don't expect us to do a whole lot with it.
Got it covered.
Very small move there. And did we not bring a scout? Yes, we did. We have Tara Reid. Alright, it's like, if I didn't bring a scout, I'm the dumbest man ever.
On my way.
Alright, Tara Reid.
Enemy troops.
There we go. So, 2 berserkers and what appears to be 5 mutons. Honestly, that's not that dangerous a pod. We may flat out straight up be able to kill one of those berserkers this turn, actually. I feel we have a pretty reasonable chance at it, honestly. Just reading has no targets. So let's see if we can sort of bring that guy into us a little bit. And we will do that with the Sure, should we have him throw a grenade? You know, a grenade probably seems a little risky. Let's just have him shoot at the berserker. Jesse James has an excellent aim and a good weapon. Alright, so he's going to bring the guy in closer and also get some nice damage output there as well. My goal here is to not have to use the Timberlake in order to get any damage. I would like to have old Timby. Yeah, okay, this is going to be good. Joss Whedon should be able to finish this guy out. There you go. And we'll be double tapping at nothing. But anyway, my goal is to be able to use old Justin Timberlake here to lay a little proximity mine trap for these mutons. I'm going to go in Overwatch then with Jonathan Keyquan. Lindsay Lohan is going to reposition, also go on Overwatch. Now, Timberlake we're going to advance to here, and we're going to have him lob a proximity mine just as far as he can. So here we go. And let's just face it, he actually can't launch those nearly as far as I would like.
Confirmed mine placement.
So the mine is down, and that should hinder the mutons somewhat. Joss Whedon still has no targets in range. The surgeon is not in... Yeah, you know what? He's probably in about his best spot he's going to be. So we're just going to have him go on Overwatch, and Joss Whedon's all we've got left, so we're just going to end the turn. Joss Whedon's all we've got left, folks. It's nothing but Avengers movies from here on out. It'll be Avengers 3, then 4, and so on and so forth, until the entire world is nothing but Avengers. So he's not going to set off that proximity mine, huh? Nope. Alright then. I'm guessing a lot of these guys are going to shoot at Tara Reid. And I'm totally comfortable with that. The more people shooting at Tara Reid, the happier I am, honestly. It's, I can call it a character flaw if you like.
Whoa!
But, I'm never going to complain about people shooting at Tara Reid. Some of these mutons taking, what I would dub strange moves. Yeah, so... Now, we do have a slight berserker problem. Very slight, actually. I think the only thing it might even reasonably be able to get a punch shot at is, old Alpha Dog there. So let's just have Tara Reid fall back. And we're going to have Tara Reid fall back at a pretty good clip. Tara's got plenty of movement on her.
On the move.
She's also going to draw a bunch of this Overwatch. But, again, Tara Reid. She can warp time. That's all there is to it. Tara Reid bends space and time. She can't be hit. She bends space and time. She can do basically everything but deflect missile fire, I think, at this point. Wouldn't mind having Paris Hilton fall back at least a little, but there's really no safe place to put Paris. So we'll just have Paris stay on Overwatch, actually.
Commander.
Now, Jesse James has a shot. We could pull that guy closer to us, but I would rather not do that, actually. We're going to have Jesse James fall back. The Berserker is going to be the only one of those units that's even going to be willing to advance.
Heading to that
And I would rather have it just advance into a blazing hail of Overwatch.
Got it covered. Overwatch.
So let's see what the Berserker decides to do. If he comes down through this lane, he's running through Death Valley right there. He will die. Alright, so here he comes, and there's a whole lot of Overwatch coming his way. A lot of guys there firing on that Berserker with some pretty hostile intentions. Here comes Chris Brown. You got jacked by Chris Brown on Overwatch, dog. Man, that Berserker, if he was still alive at any rate, would be ashamed of himself. Or at least he should be ashamed of himself. That's pretty sad. Alright, so, I feel that was a productive turn. I think we're gonna sort of capitalize on what we've already garnered here and see if we can get these mutants to sort of close in. We're gonna Overwatch around.
Covering now.
Worked last turn, we're gonna give it another shot just to see if these mutants will come closer. We're gonna give them every opportunity to try and bridge the gap. They should move up to at least try and get vision on us. Yep, here we go. So we're gonna have some of them coming in and we should be able to just slowly pick them apart. Oh no, a meld canister has closed because I had every opportunity to get that. And we're going to use a little collateral damage action here to see if we can destroy some cover. Apparently that cover can't be targeted from where Justin Timberlake is. So we'll move him to get around the intervening tree, which apparently is the problem. And then we'll try and destroy his cover. Yeah, there we go. So apparently that tree was in fact the problem. So that should be a destroyed tree, no damage, and suddenly that unit can no longer be seen. Love the line of sight in this game. I do so love it. Alright then.
Got it covered.
Thanks to a unavoidable line of sight bug, somehow turning full cover into half cover blocks line of sight. Apparently a muton was buried beneath the tree when it fell, and as such can no longer be shot at. Fortunately, that means he can't see us either, so we should move forward. And he's going to hop up, and again, this is going to be a whole world's worth of Overwatch. So we're probably just going to be occupying these positions on Overwatch. And I know this makes for some unbelievably exciting gameplay, folks. I hope you're as enthused as I am. But between our proximity grenade here, we've got a pretty effective little death corridor set up. And I would prefer to take advantage of the death corridor for as long as is humanly possible. Paris Hilton shooting at a guy on a roof. Not sure why she selected that target with priority. That pod may not actually be popped. Alright, so there's 3 Berserkers in that, actually. 2 regular Berserkers and a Berserker Elite, and wow, that's a lot of health we're going to have to do. It's a lot of damage. We really needed some hits there, guys. Okay, that helped immensely, actually. That really helped quite a bit, Timberlake. You have no idea, in fact, how much that helped. So the question is, are we going to be able to do that much damage in a single turn? I'm not sanguine about our choices, or rather our chances, but it's worth the risk. So, 2 fantastic hits here. We got 2 really good shots on a target that's now shredded. Don't panic, Whedon. We need you to not panic here, buddy. Looks okay? Alright, take your second shot then. Once again, Joss Whedon demonstrating his ability to miss absolutely critical must-hit hits that inevitably results in the death of one of our troopers. And I'm going to shoot... This is a lower hit percentage. There's a specific reason I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and pile those two together and hit them with a grenade from Jesse James. Also, that thing is now almost dead.
Ammo nearing depletion.
So let's see. He should come down. It didn't exactly close up, did he? Alright, so we're going to need to move that unit again, then. Lindsay Lohan, probably in the best... Oh, she just can't miss shots at this guy. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to rapid fire. 286% chances. That's going to empty Lindsay's weapon. Fantastic damage. That's okay. 14 damage actually is not bad. And Lindsay still has... Does she not still have a maneuver? She could mind panic or run. Something? Nothing? Or I'm wrong. Alright then. So it's going to be up to Jonathan Key Kwan then. We're going to put Jonathan Key Kwan right here. Jonathan Key Kwan will not be taking any additional maneuvers. All Jonathan Key Kwan is going to be doing is trying to stay put while folks bring targets close enough to him that he can take advantage of his close quarters combat ability.
No longer a threat.
I'm just going to try and do that with Tara Reid, but apparently Tara Reid's not having any of that. She's just going to straight up shoot that guy in the fucking mouth. Oh, alright then. We're going to have Paris Hilton rapid fire. And Paris also not fucking around, just going to straight up jack a dude. And I know when you say straight up jack a dude and
Resupply
Paris Hilton in
completed.
the same sentence, that outcome is not normally what one would expect. Also, these troopers are not in fantastic positions, since there are guys up there that have guns. I think probably a precautionary smoke grenade would not go amiss here. So we have a number of troopers that are going to be in relatively poor cover, and only 2 guys on Overwatch. A Chris Brown smoke grenade here is probably the right choice, and then we'll put Brown just on Overwatch again as a little additional backup. So we've got all the aliens converging on us. What have we got here? It looks like a number of sectoids and a drone. Probably a mechtoid somewhere in that pile would be my guess. And we still have some mutons over here, of course, that are laying about. And at the rate this mission is going, we may not even have to move. At some point, we're going to need to reload, though. And with these sectoids back here, we have a number of troopers now who are exposed, pretty badly exposed. We need to readjust, or at least get someone in a position to sort of cover the rear. Joss Whedon, you go ahead and reload. The problem here is I both need to reload and reposition. We're going to reload them with Chris Brown. Paris Hilton still has good supplies of ammunition. We're going to leave Paris on Overwatch. Jesse James has absolutely got to move. He is, frankly, in a bad spot. Let's have Jesse be on sectoid patrol. We're going to bring him over here. He's going to reload. Lindsay Lohan's weapon is empty. Lindsay's going to reload and then go on Overwatch.
Got it covered.
It's alright, baby. You got Lindsay Lohan watching your back. There ain't nothing to fear. As long as I stay sober and don't pass out, we'll be in good shape, man. Actually, I should be taking better advantage here, taking this opportunity to take good advantage of proximity mines and set those up to sort of cover our flanks, which is what I stated that was originally stated as my plan for bringing Timberlake on the mission with that proximity grenade launcher. And I've so far only done it once. Honestly, I should put another proximity grenade down there. Here comes some sectoids. They're probably going to shoot at Jesse James. Yeah. Oh. Here comes the mind phrase and panics. We could kill all of these sectoids if we could just get if we could just get to...
Watch the side.
Yeah, I was concerned about the flank shots. Alright, so this is not great, actually. We got a mechtoid coming at us hardcore. Now, he is going to double move, so he's not going to get a shot off. But we also have a muton coming up on our flank. We're going to need to get kills on a number of units, but it's looking pretty solid so far. Like, that mechtoid may be going down. He might not even get a chance to finish his move. And so here come our sectoid friends. I'm guessing he's going to mind link that. Yeah. Not unexpected, honestly. That guy's still very badly damaged. I have every confidence that our troopers are going to be able to finish this turn off. And these guys are just mutons, so I'm not too terrifyingly worried about them, actually. If somebody has to take a shot from a regular muton, probably could survive it.
Negative damage on target.
That's okay. You can't win them all, buddy. It's alright. Now, that guy's a little closer than I'd like. Seems like that might be a good opportunity for a little bit of Jesse James grenade action. Could do some fine work for us right there. And I hear more pitter-pattering of little feet. Alright, so we've got to make a couple adjustments. Just sort of getting the lay of the land here. Paris Hilton. Okay, Paris Hilton can effectively kill that guy anytime she likes. Who do we have that maybe has a shot at the mind-leaking sectoid? Anyone. Alright, Joss Whedon does. We are going to take that shot with Whedon. It's not a great percentage, but it will apply hollow targeting, and I believe he has double tap. He does. Alright. With double tap active, one of these two, there we go. So Joss Whedon getting it done for us. That's why we give him 2 shots right there. Alright, so Tool Pusher. Wants you in this position of full cover, and I know that says you're flanked, but it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Everything will be cool. You're fine. Everybody's okay. Just go ahead and throw a grenade right down the back of that Muton's shirt, just like it's a piece of ice and he's a girl you like in 2nd grade. And fine work there. So Lindsay Lohan is she's going to be able to kill these guys. That's a critical. Just straight up shot that guy in the mouth. He's dead. We're not even going to waste Lindsay's 2nd shot. We're just going to have her reload. And we're going to have Timberlake start moving this way. Actually, I think Timberlake has a reasonably good chance of taking out our friend Johnny Mechtoid there. Why the Mechtoid's name is Johnny, I'm not necessarily certain. It just seems appropriate. And it looks like Johnny Mechtoid is indeed getting pounded into the ground. Good day to you, sir.
Hostile target neutralized.
He is, in fact, neutralized. So, Jonathan Slicks used Key Kwan with a shot at a regular Muton. That guy's pretty badly injured. Hey, Johnny, you're not by chance in range of a stun, are you? You are not. Do you get in range of a stun without being in completely open cover? And the answer is no. Cannot. Well, it was worth a shot. So let's have Paris Hilton. She would be flanked there by what? Probably that guy. Alright, so Chris Brown, why don't you just please kill that guy for us? Thank you. We were considering going for a capture, but actually it seemed a little foolhardy. Chris Brown also going on Overwatch since he ended his turn without moving. And we'll just... Jonathan Keyquan can continue to cover our rear. And let's bring Tara Reid into a little better position. We're going to put Tara Reid on Overwatch. So we just should have a couple Mechtoids, possibly, or a couple Sectoids. There could possibly be another Mechtoid in with this pod. Wouldn't be out of the question. They're certainly down one drone thanks to Paris Hilton, however. Nice work, Paris. And so there's another drone. And there should be at least 2 more Sectoids up there. I think we saw those guys earlier. And here comes Johnny Muton. Somebody finally getting around the proximity mine did nothing. Really did nothing for us.
Shot failed to connect.
That's not great. If that was not a double move, Paris Hilton's going to be in a pretty bad spot.
They're falling back.
Except for some reason that guy... Okay. Well, that guy just ran straight over a mine. And here come our rest of our run-in crew. Alright, so we know we've got some guys over there. Would be a fantastic place to position a proximity mine right there. Probably going to do that this turn with Justin Timberlake. Jonathan Keyquan, not a fantastic shot there. We're going to have Jonathan Keyquan finish this guy off. He should be able to get the kill here. He's got 2 shots at 75%. Even one hit should net him a kill. Like I was saying, even one hit should net... Sometimes my troopers weary me. By sometimes, I mean most of the time my troopers weary me. We may actually have to waste a grenade to finish that off. But one thing we are going to do, there is going to be some proximity mineage deployed here. And we will be securing ourselves a flank. So, I'm going with a
Proximity mine in position.
Libyan dictator tactic there, and I'm drawing a line of death in the sand. You cross that line, you die. Cross that line, you die. My Ayatollah Khomeini. The 81% I'm actually not entirely stoked about taking, simply because we have another trooper who's probably... Now, you know what? 249%. That's basically a 75% chance for a kill. We did, in fact, get it. And Paris Hilton also taking an opportunity to thoroughly ruin some cover as well. Nicely done, Paris. Now we just need somebody to kill that drone. I think Tara Reid probably is just our best unit to handle that. 49%, Tara Reid. Thank you for making me look like an asshole, Tara Reid. I appreciate it. No, seriously. I mean, I really appreciate it, Tara Reid.
Position confirmed.
It's going to be Lindsay Lohan, then. Yeah, just go ahead and kill it, Lindsay. I would like you to be on Overwatch, but apparently some dreams are not meant to be, like my dream of Tara Reid falling into a pool of boiling acid.
Overwatch,
Some things just are not meant to be.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
So, Chris Brown. Oh, crap. Did I leave myself only a single unit? No, I have two. I was going to say, did I leave myself only a single unit to kill the rest of that muton?
Heading there now.
But I didn't. I left myself two. Not that this guy's going to be able to contribute, because can't see him. So it's going to be
I've
Overwatch.
got my eyes on.
And the tool pusher then is going to fall into this little crevice. Oh, fantastic. He has two badly wounded guys. Just go ahead and kill him. Or straight up miss and get yourself possibly killed. Wow, that was a completely unexpected and wholly unfortunate outcome right there. Not that Joss Whedon, not that, because we fully expected Joss Whedon to plant that guy. But Jesse James is now in a terrible, terrible, terrible spot. Just terrible. And if I say terrible again, I just really want to influence the fact that he's in a terrible position by saying the word terrible up to 75 times. Shooting at Tara Reid as opposed to throwing a grenade at her, eh, Mr. Muton? Alright then. Gotta say, I didn't expect that move. Or that move, although he should still have a flank shot at... Yeah. Very lucky right there. Let's hope this guy falls back. No, he's straight up going for the kill. So Jesse James is in deep shit. Or that guy's gonna bizarrely double move for no discernible reason. Well, I see someone found our proximity mine. Fortunately, only one somebody found it. But Jesse James is now, through no strategic initiative of my own or no forethought, insight, or planning, it's just a lucky happenstance. Jesse James is now in a fucking amazing position to ruin the holy living shit out of a bunch of mutons here.
X-rays coming in from the side.
Yeah, they're coming in from the sides, but that's not really much of a problem. None of them are on Overwatch, and well, Jesse James is camping right under their chairs with a grenade. He effectively just might as well shove this straight up their asses.
Going out.
They're pretty much fucked. So not, you know, I say not a lot of damage, but actually, that was a lot of damage. Alright, so Lindsay Lohan, we're just going to take her best shots. Alright, there's a kill shot. Kill shot. Kill shot. This is why I love Lindsay Lohan, folks. I mean, that right there is why that's why I love her. Kill shot, kill shot. So we're going to take Lindsay Lohan's furthest target. Which target is furthest away? That guy. Alright, kill that man, Lindsay. Thank you. That's the other thing I really like about Lindsay Lohan. Sure, she drinks a lot, and you gotta clean up a lot of puke, and, you know, there's a lot of unfortunate happenstances around the barracks, but there is one thing Lindsay Lohan does. She fucking follows orders. We can't rapid fire because Lindsay doesn't have enough ammo. Damn. Alright, take another kill shot then, Lindsay. What do you got? That guy looks like he's waiting to die. Hey, it turns out he was in fact waiting to die. Alright, so Slick Shoes. I need you to kill those last two mutons back here. And you're going to have to be exposed a bit to do that, but it has to be done. So kill that man, please. Thank you. And if you have a shot at the other guy, which I positioned you badly, and that's entirely my fault, but fortunately Jonathan Keyquan willing to make up for my deficits as a commander with his crack marksmanship. So Timberlake could flamethrower all of those guys, but honestly, that seems like sort of a waste of a flamethrower shot. Why don't you go ahead and murder that man, Joss Whedon? That's done. And if your double tap is available, which it is, I would like for you to murder perhaps one other target. Let's say that guy looks promising. There we go. So Joss Whedon also contributing. And that's going to leave Chris Brown here. Can you finish off the commander? Even Chris Brown is chipping in. Man, I gotta say, the team really working together here. Everybody pulling their weight. Paris Hilton's going to readjust for a little better position. She now has a shot. Not a good one, but she has a shot. She has enough ammo to rapid fire, and this should net a kill. There we go. Alright, so that's Paris Hilton sorted. And I'm not entirely sure what Team Alien has left. We've killed a lot of guys here, folks. Look at this. There's a giant pile of corpses there. But there's one muton still down there. We should maybe try and find those sectoids. I'm pretty sure there's still one at least down here somewhere. I'd really rather not have Tara Reid getting too exposed.
I'm on it, Commander.
Let's have Tara Reid go do a little peekaboo action. And Tara Reid spots no enemies. So we'll have Tara Reid step over by this ladder. And Surgeon? Oh, you can't go in Overwatch? Why not? I'll just reload then, I guess. Alright, so here is a muton. And he may be dead. He's very, very nearly dead. Which is not anywhere near as good as dead. Let's see what he's going to do. Double move. He appears to be running away, but running towards Tara Reid for some inexplicable reason. And there's the sectoid we suspected was around. And there's one other muton there. He's probably going to shoot at Justin Timberlake. Or not. Alright, so Team Alien apparently wholly demoralized. They're, like rats from a sinking ship here, folks. They're really in a hurry to get the hell out of Dodge.
On my way.
So this... well, I really wanted to try and get the stun, but that may not happen. Let's see if Joss Whedon's squad sight... Oh, come on, Joss. You need to hit this, buddy, so we can get a capture try. Thanks for listening to orders, Joss. I appreciate you being clutch. It's always nice to know we can count on you in a pinch. That when the chips are down, you're willing to step up and deliver. It's good to know, Joss. Except, it's not fucking true, buddy. Not fucking true. Paris Hilton's not gonna last. That's right. Why? Because as much as this sounds ridiculous to say, Joss Whedon, Paris Hilton is fucking more reliable than you are. No George Clooney's got killed on Paris Hilton's watch. And then look, she just straight up stunned a muton and got us a plasma rifle that we so desperately needed. Oh, actually, I guess that was Tara Reid. But still, Joss Whedon, come on, buddy. You're less reliable than Tara Reid. And Tara Reid is sober like 4 minutes out of every 24 hours. That's, it's not a strong endorsement, sir. I'm willing to trade fire with this guy. I have every confidence that Justin Timberlake is going to flat up kill him. Should not have had quite as much confidence,
I'm
perhaps.
almost out of ammo.
Fortunately, Justin Timberlake might be almost out of ammo, but almost is not out. Nicely done, Justin Timberlake. Man, showguns are amazing. They really, really are fucking unbelievably awesome.
I'm on it.
So we're gonna get some reloads in Overwatch then. I don't think there are any living enemies that we've spawned. I think we've killed everything. You reload there for the low end. She's gonna Overwatch. Oh nope, there is. Oh yeah, we've cleared out every pod that we've spawned. Then there's a pod in the engine room that's still active, but we've eliminated everything else. So there goes our chance at another meld canister, and gotta say, I'm not exactly heartbroken about that.
Got it covered.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna regroup and prepare for a assault on this room here.
That's
But I think that'll probably be for something best left for next episode. So we're just gonna take a quick regroup move, get everyone reloaded and in at least a somewhat decent position, and then we'll probably wrap things up.
We're green to go.
A quick reload there for Whedon. Surgeon, you can dash because you actually have a full clip already. Lindsay Lohan, you are also full. Are you not? Yeah, you are. So why don't you dash as well? And that just leaves Paris Hilton bringing up the rear.
Moving.
And usually when Paris Hilton is bringing up the rear, that means something entirely different than being at the back of the pack. But I digress. Jesse James going Overwatch. Lindsay, you're on Overwatch. Timberlake, you can reload. Alright, and I think with that move done, unless some enemies ran out of us here, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.